Maybe the 20 wasn't. Maybe it wasn't from you, but anyway. But you had a spare 20 that week.
Might have been wanting to encourage him.
But
It's good.
yeah, but that's the incredible thing about the book. If you get your hands on it, it's fantastic. It's like, I mean, we should get Don to talk a little bit about how the book came about in the format that it is, and how it became available to, because that's interesting. We had some coffee last week, and I got these stories, but it's nice if he shares that with you. But to actually go through it is a really fantastic kind of journey in what was going on in music in Australia at that time, and the way it's presented and the way you go through and see the articles and see it laid out is really cool. But I'll stop for a bit now and go back to... Go John.
Okay, well, I think the big advantage that Roadrunner had was that the other three magazines already existed before punk and new wave came along, so that the magazine Roadrunner was automatically identified with the new wave, so it was immediately seen as hipper, with a lot more street credibility, and it was just a case of being in the right place at the right time, I think, not just for Roadrunner, but for Young Modern and for the Dagos and the U-Bombs and the Adelaide punk scene such as it was, and new wave. And the book is enormous. It is daunting. For a start off, it's heavy, and it's got how many pages?
544.
Well, there's no way you would start at the beginning and finish it 3 weeks later. It's a book to dip into. You dip into it, from time to time, and just start anywhere, Actually, probably the best place to start is under Y in the index, Young. I know that's how I started.
So tell us about how the book came about.
I will say that, but John's mentioned the index, and if you do pick up a copy and have a look, the index I'm very pleased with. I did it myself. I'd never done one before. I thought it would take me about 2 weeks. It took me 8 weeks, but I think the result I'm very, very pleased with, because I think of a book that is this big and this diverse needs a navigating tool, and I think the index does provide that, so I'm quite pleased.